Good evening, ladies and gents. Welcome to the Guardian Rebel Review. And I just want to talk about one of the most highly anticipated movies of the summer. It's James Gunn's new Superman film. I got a lot of issues with this movie. And, I'm sure a lot of people out there like it. They want to talk about it. That's fine. But I don't have anything against them, nothing personal. To each his own, but there's a lot of things that I do not like about this movie. I feel very strong about it. I've been a Superman fan, been a DC fan my entire life. So I got comic books, action figures, so I'm deep off into the genre. Um, so let's get started talking with this suit. First off, man, that was the first thing we saw. And they didn't get off to a good start. That suit was just is horrendous, absolutely atrocious. Those trunks look like a soiled diaper. I mean, it just looks like he's just can't stop from crapping his pants over and over again. And that collar looks horrible. Looks like he's choking in that thing. In fact, in that scene where it says "look up" and he takes off when he's fighting a kaiju, looks really awkward. That collar just shouldn't be there at all. Has to go. Doesn't matter if it's in the new 52 version. Doesn't make me any difference. Looks terrible. There's too many creases. There's creases all over the place. That is really baggy. It's not form fitting. I don't even know what was the point of Corn Sweat lifting all those weights and getting into shape if you can't even see his muscles, his physique. Um, Also, the texture looks lousy. The materials, when you look up, get a close up look, looks like the same material that they make basketballs out of. So I don't get that. And it looks like a race car jacket, or one might say a lot of fans have been saying that it looks like a Guardians of the Galaxy jacket, and that does not work for Superman. Superman is not supposed to be wearing jackets and or body armor. He's muscular. He doesn't need body armor. He's invulnerable. Fire, bullets, explosions, all kinds of things can't hurt him, so he doesn't need to be wearing body armor. And I don't know what they were thinking with this look. It just doesn't work. It's terrible. It's awful. It's a huge turnoff, and it makes me not even want to look at the film for even 5 minutes. Okay, moving on to the second problem or issue I have with the film, and that would be the film's dialogue. Um, this is just absolutely ridiculous. I mean, I'd expect more from Gunn with his screenwriting prowess, and I really think that Nicholas Holt and this new guy David Corenswet are decent actors, especially Holt. When you give these guys decent material, I think that they can excel in whatever character they're trying to portray. But here, it's just not happening. I mean, Luthor says some cheesy things that Luthor you would never hear Luthor say in any other medium or versions or iterations of these characters. For example, when Luthor says he puts that cup up to his mouth and he goes "stupid dog in a cape." Luthor doesn't talk like that. Um, and then the with David Cornsweat, his line where he says, "What the hey, dude," when he's with Crypto in the Fortress of Solitude after Crypto trashes and vandalizes the Fortress of Solitude. Um, that line was completely unnecessary. It wasn't funny. Wasn't particularly creative or catchy, and I never even heard anybody talk like that. And then the other line when he's in the fortress after he gets healed and he's about to take off, he tells the robots he has to get back into the fray. I thought the delivery was off. The pitch in his voice, and it was just awful. It has to be better. These issues weren't there when you're watching Henry Cavill and his lines and when he's doing Superman. Everything was almost perfect. Uh, that screenwriter was a whole lot better. In fact, I think one of the biggest problems, I think Gunn was just trying to do too many things. Uh, he is a writer, director, studio head, and PR executive, but I'm going to talk more about that in the next segment. Okay, now I'd like to move on to the third topic, and that pertains to personality changes in characters such as Jor-El, Luthor, and Superman. So let's start with Luthor. No, I'm sorry. Let's start with Jor-El. I think that one bothers me the most, so let's go with him. Jor-El. Okay. In the film, they change his the lore or his backstory. In the film, Jor-El all of a sudden wants Kal-El to conquer Earth and impregnate women, as many women as he can, to spread his seed, if you will, to ensure the survival or the legacy or future of the Kryptonian race. Now, this is asinine for something to do. It's asinine for Jor-El to do something like this because he's a scientist. And he's compassionate about preserving life and saving people, saving Kryptonians, saving his son. This is something that Zod would do or encourage, or a Viltrumite in the Invincible universe would do, or a Saiyan in Dragon Ball Z. Those guys, those characters are interested in conquering and in spreading their seed and taking over. It would make more sense for them to do it. This does not apply to Jor-El. Jor-El is a voice of reason for Kal-El. He's the inspiration behind his drive to be a hero. You know, where would he be if he couldn't go to Jor-El for that type of guidance, for that type of advice? He wouldn't be. He just wouldn't be who he was meant to be. Now that they've changed the character's history and backstory, now Jor-El isn't going to be a reliable source of information for Kal-El because right now I guess he's considered evil, you know, because his intentions were evil to conquer the human race. That doesn't work. I think Gunn made a big mistake with that change. Um, Another thing I want to talk about Luthor. I understand towards the end of the film, Luthor breaks out in tears and starts crying when he loses that battle with Superman. That's not something Luthor would do. He is more than capable of fighting another day. He could easily break out of prison with his resources, with his intellect. Uh, he, he he excels when it comes to thinking his way out of situations like that. You know, he'll just break out of prison and go after Superman another day. So why would he cry about it? He would be calm, cool, and collected like he was in BVS when he got arrested because he knew he had a plan to undermine Superman by recruiting Deathstroke and undermine Batman at the same time. So that's what Luthor would do. Luthor would just take a step back and get himself together, come up with a plan, and go after his enemies all over again. He wouldn't cry about it. And imprisoning his ex-girlfriends in these pocket dimensions, that's silly too. Why would he do that? That's petty. He could just get another girlfriend. He's wealthy. He's a world-class intellect. Um, that to put a woman in prison for breaking up with you sounds like something that a serial killer or a stalker would do. That behavior is beneath Luthor. Lastly, I want to talk about Superman. Superman's heat vision is not supposed to burn his face. He's got sunburns around his eyes from using his heat vision against those henchmen in those power suits. That's silly. Using his heat vision is not supposed to hurt him. Um, Superman's a lot more powerful than that and more resilient. And the yellow sun, screaming when the sun is healing him. He has never done that in any version of the character I've seen. He's actually flown all the way into the sun. In I think he did an All-Star Superman in the comics and in that animated film. The sun revitalizes him, it rejuvenates him, it invigorates him, makes him feel better, heals him. I don't know why Gunn thinks it's a good idea to have the son hurt him all of a sudden. That's asinine. Uh, he shouldn't go that route. It's a big, huge mistake. Uh, these are things that he shouldn't be doing with these characters. Uh, if he was such a good screenwriter and director and had such vast knowledge of how these characters are portrayed in the comics, he wouldn't have made these mistakes. Okay, now we move on to the fourth reason, and that would be crypto. Now, don't get me wrong, crypto is adorable. You know, I've liked him in the comic books, liked him in movies. I'm a dog lover. So I don't hate crypto, but at the same time, um, you just can't have, or Superman can't afford to have a super powered dog that is untrained flying around Metropolis. I mean, he could kill people without even trying to kill people. I mean, he could just be playing around and he could kill a normal person. If he wants to jump on Superman, that's different. You know, he's not going to kill Superman. But there's a scene in the film, I believe it's towards the end, where Crypto uh, just crashes into Luthor's corporate office and he starts attacking Luthor. And Superman just stands there and just yells at him, "Crypto, crypto." You know, it's like he's incapable of restraining him. Uh, Luthor could have easily just died right then and there just because uh, he's untrained and Superman was allowing him to get mauled to death. So that's a liability. You can't have that. There has to be some measure of control. Crypto could work in the right context. You can't just have him flying around and doing whatever he wants to do without being trained, without being disciplined. Too many lives would be at risk. Another thing with crypto, it's silly to see a flying dog fly around on the screen. I don't see how anyone could watch that on camera and not have a laugh. And that's not something that I'm interested in seeing, or a lot of fans are interested in seeing. You know, I prefer these characters to be taken more seriously. Some humor is okay, but Gunn is over the top with his humor. Finally, we move on to my final talking point, and that would be that, at least to me, in my opinion, uh, James Gunn's new Superman film is just a rehash or a copy and paste of things that we have seen, issues that we seen in previous versions of Superman. Uh, for instance, you have Luthor breaking into the Fortress of Solitude. We saw that in Richard Donner's Superman. We saw that in Superman Returns. We saw that in BVS. And now yet we're seeing it here again in James Gunn's Superman film. So I don't get that because he promised to do something unique, something different. He also has a real estate scheme in the new film. He did that in Richard Donner's Superman film. And I think that's silly because if if he wanted to get real estate, he wouldn't just come up with a master plan. He would just buy it. And also, we see foreign conflict storylines in the new film. We saw that in BVS. And people were hating on BVS and talking crap about it, and yet Gunn is just borrowing ideas from other versions of Superman. So to me, he's a hack. You know, if you're gonna give us something great, if you're gonna give us something that is memorable, do something different. Do something that hasn't been done before. Don't just borrow other ideas from other creators and brag about it. But anyway, that's all I have for my first video. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. I'm going to be doing a follow-up video really soon where I'm going to talk about the remainder of the talking points that are related to this first video. Um, Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I will be doing another video soon. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Take care.